What up, buddy? It's your boy, Charles Saki, back with another video, guys. You know it, aka Goose from the Shed. I'm here to do a video as a request from one of my favorite subscribers and good friend, Goose to the Mirror. He had asked me last night if I have any stories of me being chased or being confronted by creepy or crazy people. Well, I have had a few stories. I have technically one story, and I have a few that could have gone bad if I didn't have protection afterwards. And I had protection in the story I'm about to tell you, but it wasn't great protection like I had in the other one. If you want to know, guys, I have a conceal and carry license, which that means is I'm allowed to carry a gun, a handgun, with me at all times. I do not carry it. If I bring it to my college, I keep it in my glove compartment always. You always keep it in your glove compartment. I would never bring my gun into school ever. Just never do that. Yeah, I would never do that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So this story happened to me and one of my cousins and his best friend. Now, let me lock the door to make sure, so we don't have any disruptions and stuff. Oh, I locked it. I'm good. Okay. So what happened was I was 16, my cousin at the time was 15, and his friend was, I believe, the same age as me. Now, again, I didn't drive, and this was during the summer, and my cousin had lived in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in a suburb. But it's a very old suburb, and he lived 35 minutes drive, or walk, drive, whatever you want to call it, from this, not Penrose Asylum, but it was kind of like Penrose Asylum. It was a mental hospital. It was built in the late 1800s, I think 1880, if I remember correctly, I don't know, and it was abandoned now, obviously, and it was, abandoned, well, basically. And on this time, this is when on YouTube got popular with urban exploration videos. And at the time, I didn't know what urban exploration was. My cousin and his friend had urban explored a little bit. They've gone to abandoned mines, abandoned buildings, and a bunch of other stuff. They went to an abandoned regular hospital, and yeah. So again, I was always into ghosts at the time, but I'm going just to go because I technically am the oldest of the two by a few months. So I was told as a kid, when you have younger cousins, you're supposed to watch out for them. And so I went to go watch out for my cousin. So me and my cousin think and act the same. We know, like, when shit gets real, you get out of Dodge, okay? But sometimes you can't always get out of Dodge. We get into the, what's it called? We go, so my cousin's friend that I have a license drove us to the place. And we parked outside the building in a area where there are cops that patrol the area for kids that end up going there and, hanging out and drinking, that you're supposed to be drinking at age of 16 or 17. But we hit a place that cops don't patrol. And we entered the building, and the building must have been midday. It had to be midday. But where we parked our car was like to the part where you can't see our car. It had to be midday. And when we got into the building through a window that was not boarded up, it was legit almost pitch black. My cousin and I had brought a bunch of flashlights for everyone, so we had that, and I had my recorder just in case everyone to, do an EVP session just for fun. And we were walking through this hospital, and we're going through, and what I found out was we broke into the beginning. We looked at one of the wings, and we broke into the main ward room, and then we made our way through there. So we got to basically halfway. So at one point we are walking, and my cousin's best friend he must have heard something or freaked out or just left. I think he freaked out. I don't remember because he was there 1 minute and the next, and all we hear is his car driving away. And like at first my cousin's like my cousin wants, I want to leave. My cousin doesn't want to leave. So and I'm not supposed to leave without my cousin, so I have to stay there. Obviously. So we're in this mental hospital, and for me personally, I cannot stand mental hospitals of old. I can't stand them even of today. But I cannot stand them because they freak me the hell out. I don't like what happened in mental hospitals back then, and sometimes I don't like what happens in mental hospitals today. Some of them, there are some legit people that could kill you at a mental hospital. There are legit crazy people. But for me personally, it was like, in my brain, I wanted to get the fuck out really fast. But like, there's also my thing about my family saying, like, if you're evil, you got a cousin, you gotta stay with him. Like, what happens to him? And like, oh, God, why? So we were making our way, and all of a sudden we were hearing this rusty, wheelie sound. And I'm like, what's that noise? And we're shining our light, and at one point, my light crosses over something, and I go back. And that noise is a wheelchair moving towards us on its own. And it stopped legit right about 2 feet away from me and my cousin. Me and my cousin look at each other and do a very, very nervous and then we hear another noise, a loud bang, and it comes from the room that's right next to my cousin. I told my cousin we should leave now, and my cousin no, we should stay. I want to figure out what that bang is. And if every black person will tell you in any horror movie, who are the people who die first? It's the people who investigate. And I'm like, no, that we need to leave. I said this. I don't have a good feeling about this place. I want to leave now. And I said, and I had brought with me, before we go back, a pocket knife that I had gotten, which was more like a pocket hunting knife because it was a big knife. So we're at this place, and my cousin peers into one of the rooms. And all of a sudden, someone grabs my cousin's arm and is holding him, like, and choking him. And it's a crazy homeless man. Like, legit, his eyes he was just staring wildly at me while he's choking my cousin. And the next thing I know, I react so fast. I had reached in my pocket, pulled out the pocket knife, and I had stabbed him in the leg repeatedly 3 times to get my cousin off of him. Okay? And just for added measure, I kicked him in the nuts, but whatever, okay? And I removed my knife and I flipped it back. It was a switchblade. And he had let go of my cousin probably after I kicked him in the nuts, because everyone would go after that. I think he actually should have stabbed because he kept wincing in pain, but he was still choking my cousin. And at that time we bolted, and I guess he had buddies in the room. And they chased after us, and we were able to outrun them, thankfully. But Jesus Christ, was it? It was like probably the worst day of my life, worst hour of my life. We ran all the way back home. It was I think a 45 minutes, and we made it there in 20 because we just bolted. When we finally got in, we basically burst through the front door. I collapsed on the floor, and his friend had already was already at his house, his best friend. He had ran home and drove home, and we had nothing to do but laugh at first and then begin to cry because we were so. I kept telling him, I told you we should have left. I told you, and you didn't listen, and now we might have some big problems on our hands, and and he's like, I know, I was stupid. And then all of a sudden his parents come in, and my parents come in, and they're like, so what's going on? And I'm like, oh, now I had the choice. I could rat out my cousin and tell him what we just did, or I could have lied and not tell the truth. I lied and not tell the truth. Because as much as I hated my cousin for putting me through all that, I'm not gonna see him get in trouble for a very long time. Okay? I'm just don't want to see that. I'm not one of those people. Okay? Unless you do something really fucked up, then I might tell on you. But from this situation, we were able to do it. We were able to get out. So, I said we shouldn't have gone seen this rated R film that we were going to go see. I told him he wouldn't be able to handle it, and I was right. But he kept nudging me to go see it. That's all I said. And my dad's the one who didn't buy the story, which I told my dad after. He never told my mom, but everyone else believed the story. Even his dad believed the story. So that was fine. This is my mom's cousin, but my mom's family, so side of the family. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for 100 subscribers, 105 subscribers. You all are like amazing. Ghost in the Mirror, you're awesome, bro. See you in the next video, guys. I'll be back later on today after I have another get together with my family for my sister's bat mitzvah. With more videos, so more stories, hopefully. So see you later, guys.